Hello, hello, hello. Prog review? Why not? Let's make it a prog review. We are talking about Rain Before Seven, the new album from Penguin Cafe. It's their fifth studio album, released last Friday. That's it. What to say? For those who don't know, Penguin Cafe are the genetic offspring of Penguin Cafe Orchestra, as it is headed by Arthur Jeffs, the son of Simon Jeffs. And it's been a while since their previous album. Previous album was called Handfuls of Night, which is in 2019. So I imagine that I don't know. The vid got in the way. Who remembers the vid? So yeah, we've got a new record, 10 tracks, and yeah, it's more of a kind of return to form. Though I think it should be subtitled Arthur's got a new balafon and isn't afraid to use it. For the balafon seems to be all over this album, much to my consternation. Again, the balafon is an African percussion instrument. You'd know it when you hear it, or maybe you won't. I know it when I hear it because, world music and all that. So yeah, what can we say? It's very much back in the style. Now, with previous albums, they've moved more towards minimalism, little bits of electronica into their albums. Again, Handfuls of Night was based on going to, I can never remember, was it North or South Pole? I can never remember, because Arthur Jeffs actually travelled there, so it had a certain glacial feel to it. And this one's kind of gone back to more traditional Penguin Cafe / orchestra feel. However, whilst the balafon is all over the place, there's not what it lacks. Again, it's not. Again, see, people are going to think I'm saying it's a bad album. It's not. It's a good album. There's some good tunes on here, but it's inoffensive. It tootles along. It does its job, and it goes away again. And again, many of the tracks on here feel like something you've heard before, because again, this is it. It's an echo. Not only is it an echo of the previous band, it's now an echo of itself. That's a problem. There's no real sense of it moving into a new direction where we were going with the previous albums. The previous albums, I felt, were like we were edging away from that kind of folk music that the original band did. Again, when I say faux, it was Simon Jeffs was his idea was to create a British kind of folk music using our music and music from all around the world, and create a new form of folk music. Whereas they've kind of used the blueprint of that band. Again, even with the imagery, we see penguins everywhere. And yeah, we seem to have come full circle, but not quite. Because what's missing here is a lot of the intelligence and that glint in the eye, that cheeky smile that we got with the original Penguin Cafe Orchestra, and which this band alluded to on A Matter of Life and The Red Book. You don't have many string, when I mean string, I mean like guitar or quattro led tracks anymore, ukulele, those kind of instruments. They're on here, but they're not the lead instrument. The lead instrument is very much the piano and the strings. And again, we have the balafon, sorry. So yeah, you tend to have this very kind of turgid tone palette You don't have the variety and breadth that we used to have and that we did have. It's kind of got a little bit narrower. Whereas before it was a little bit widescreen. We've got a little bit narrower in the music. But it's perfectly pleasant. It's perfectly enjoyable. It is inoffensive. But like I said, I came away from it just thinking, okay. And the opening track, Welcome to London, sounded like one of the tracks from Handfuls of Night. You know, there's, like I said, there's a lot of echoes where you feel like, have I heard this before? This feels familiar. And the album's 49 minutes long. It's a pretty zippy 49 minutes. You know, I thought that would bother me, but I've listened to it 2 or 3 times, and it's been okay. But if you've come this far with the Penguin Cafe, you're probably going to enjoy this. You know, you're not going to be disappointed by it. But we're not necessarily going into any different waters, and a lot of the humour has gone. A lot of the adventure has gone. It's very homely. That's it. It's very homely. You know, it's very safe, very comforting. It's one of those kind of albums. There's no sense of wandering into the unknown or adventure. So yeah, that's the album. That's the album. It sounds like I've shat all over it, but I haven't. I thought it was all right, but like I said, there was nothing radical apart from the balafon. The balafon is absolutely everywhere. Well, this is the limited edition version. There's a download code there, so if I cover that, you can see it's got a sticker. Oh, where is it? There. It says limited edition colour vinyl, which is wrong because it's not actually coloured. It's boring old clear. Look at that. It's clear. It's clear vinyl. That's not coloured at all. What a swizz. But no, I mean it was pleasant enough, and I enjoy listening to it on the walk. But you know, I like some of the more, you know, again talking about the old days, some of the more esoteric excursions. You know, the harmonium. When Catherine Tickell turned up on that first one, on A Matter of Life. You know, needs more, you know, solos. But again, with Arthur, he seems to be more comfortable on the piano. That seems to be his instrument, whereas Simon Jeffs had a go at everything, and that's what I liked. I liked the variety, even a chair with a rubber band on it, and that's what we have here. It's it's very methodical, not experimental at all, and that's the album. That is the album review. It's okay. It's okay. And again, it's good to see the Penguin Cafe doing what they do, because I know when they play live, they will be playing some of the Penguin Cafe Orchestra numbers, so that's a good thing. But it's a shame that sense of adventure is faded somewhat, you know. And that is the review. Thank you for watching. I've been talking about Rain Before 7, and was it then Fine at 11 or Fine Before 11? I think that's the expression. It's about weather. It's always about weather, our sayings, isn't it? Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, right? Red sky at morning, shepherd's warning. Red sky in the afternoon, shepherd's house is on fire. Oh dear, you're laughing at your own jokes now, you sad fuck. So there you go. That was the review. Thank you for watching. No one's going to watch this, so that's fine. I mean, let us never talk about this review again, or any of this stuff. Ta-ta. I'm PROG on. I nearly forgot.